So, greetings everybody, how are you? This is going to be a quick little video to kind of explain my thoughts on spider ball pythons, what I feel about the whole controversy and everything like that. So, this is my spider. You've probably seen her in a few videos before. She is a bumblebee banana female. I'm not a breeder, just a little disclaimer, I'm just a pet keeper. This has been my girl for the last about 4 months. She's a great snake. She's very inquisitive. She has the spider gene, but as you can see, she doesn't suffer from that infamous spider wobble. Alright, she's just a real pretty girl. So, the controversy on the whole spider gene is whether or not people should breed these animals. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence of both sides. So, on one hand, a lot of people think that people breed spiders for the money. Well, spiders aren't that expensive anymore. They're really not. Spider ball pythons can be had for quite cheap. I paid quite a bit for this one because it's not just a spider. It's got a lot of other genes going on. But whether or not you should buy a spider depends on, if you examine that spider well enough and, you see it's not suffering from any neurological defects or anything like that. As you can see, she is very, very in tune with her surroundings and her environment. She's not corkscrewing or anything like that. I can put her here. Now she's just gonna kind of try to figure out where she's going, and she's gonna get mad at me if I do this, but a lot of people were kind of turning them upside down to try to show that they won't right themselves, but I can't. Sorry, Kaya. I can't turn my girl upside down. She kind of refuses it. So there's no problem with my spider ball python. And a lot of people are saying, well, should they be bred? Should you even buy them? And stuff like that. Not all spider ball pythons suffer from neurological issues. They all don't have the wobble. Some do. Some have it very minorly. Some have it more severely than others. So where does Kaya fall on this spectrum? Well, like I said, I've had Kaya for about 4 months now. I got her when she was about 180 grams, and now she's about 428. Kaya does not suffer from the spider wobble. However, I have noticed when she's zeroing in on her prey, her head will sway maybe 1 millimeter to the left and right while she's zeroing in on her prey. That doesn't stop her from eating. She hits her prey all the time. She doesn't miss her strikes. She's a very happy little snake. So my thoughts on the spider gene: should you breed them? Personally, again, I'm not a breeder, so I don't know if, this can be validated or not. But from what I'm seeing, some genes are stronger than others as far as any kind of neurological defects. And I think the reason why Kaya here doesn't have any problems is the fact that she has 2 really powerful genes inside of her as well. Banana, which is a pretty dominant gene, and pastel, which is pretty dominant as well. She's a 3-gene animal. And of course you can see the spider in her by looking at her little brown web patterns right here. But she doesn't suffer. She really doesn't. She has a good quality of life. She's a real sweetheart too. She's actually one of the sweetest snakes that I've had. She's not nippy at all, but when it comes to food, the food's in trouble. So, another thing I want to talk about is people are saying that the spiders are suffering. I don't think that my girl right here is suffering. Like I said, she's not corkscrewing, she's not stargazing, she's not turning her head. But I'm not going to lie. I will admit I have seen the really bad examples on YouTube. And when I mean bad examples, I mean good examples of showing just how debilitating the spider gene can be. So, if you're a breeder and you're still wanting to breed spider ball pythons, I don't have anything against you. Okay? I think some breeders know what they're doing. I think the spider gene is a delicate gene. I think when it comes to incubation of the eggs, I think they have to probably be at a specific temperature compared to, say, a normal ball python, and they can't fluctuate too much. Because if it does, then it'll probably trigger that neurological defect a lot more than it would, say, if they were incubated at the proper temperature. So again, that's just a hypothesis that I have, because why would some breeders have bred spider ball pythons that have little to no quote-unquote wobble at all, where another breeder has a bunch of ball pythons that all have that wobble to some degree? So is it the line? Are there specific spider lines that are more than others? Or are they just more delicate than other genes? But as you can see, my spider is perfectly fine. So, I personally think that spider ball pythons, you just need to be careful. Be careful what you're breeding them with. Make sure you breed them with strong genes. Don't breed a spider to a champagne. 2 genes that are known to have neurological defects. It's probably a bad idea if you breed that gene to another gene. I mean, it's probably going to be a bad time. So, I'd say if you're a breeder, be careful what you're breeding your spiders with. And if you're just a pet keeper and you're wanting to buy a spider, be sure you're buying a spider from a breeder who knows how to breed spiders, who breeds spiders often, who has successful spiders. Don't just buy any random spider ball python. And if you do, be sure you examine that spider ball python a lot before you put money down on it. The next video that I'm going to be posting is going to be why I don't think these guys are for beginners. I personally don't think the ball python is a beginner snake. There's too much that goes into their care for like a normal person. Like, say, if they, anybody that's had a cat or a dog, you just feed and water your cat and clean its cat box and it's fine. You don't really have to worry too much about temperature because, room temperature is fine for your cat or dog. But ball pythons, I don't necessarily think they're the best beginner snake. And I will touch on that in the next video. Well, see you guys later and have a great day.